Good evening and welcome to the Predator European Youth Pool Championship, presented by Tournai Alinea Resort and organised by the European Pocket Billiard Federation. We're in the 10-ball division. It's time for the semi-finals. So let's introduce our athletes. We're with the girls on table 2, representing Switzerland, it's Shirin Volery. And from Germany, Merle Schmitz. And finally, on table 1, boys under 19s, welcome.
Well, hello and welcome everyone. Thanks for joining us from wherever you are around the world. We are here in Slovenia for the Predator European Championships Juniors. As you heard there from Luke Riches, doing a fantastic introduction. We're well underway across multiple divisions, but this is the semi-final stages across the under-19s, under-17s and the girls division. This match we will be focusing on the girls semi-finals, and we'll be keeping an eye on who's going to make it through to the final. We have the experienced and gold medal winner last year, Shirin Volery from Switzerland, against Merle Schmitz from Germany. But we will be keeping an eye on the other semi-final of Linnea Holmström from Sweden, who's multiple medal winner, against new upcoming player Iris Heimberts from the Netherlands. Fantastic achievement for her, getting her first medal, winning 5-4 in the quarter-finals. And I do believe she's only been playing for a few years, so that's a fantastic achievement for her. And maybe she can go one more and get to the final. My name's Graham Hickman, and I'll be calling the shots on this semi-final match. And we will see how we get on. It's alternate break, shot clock in operation, and there is a break box, as you can see on the table, where the players will have to break from outside of those white lines. First break here to Schmidt. It's a dry break with a nice starter for Volery here. Pretty nice angle, I think, and she can come back across table for the 2. Wow, just maybe she tried to pinch a little bit of the pocket there, just bobbled. Of course, both players are guaranteed a bronze, whatever happens. But they're all chasing down that gold medal. It's a pretty good shot. She's got cover. It's a race to 5 in this semi-final, and it will be the same in the final. So she's calling in the corner, so maybe she's trying to kick this just in case it goes near the corner. Oh wow, what a fantastic shot she's played there. And with the right side of the table pretty open, she has a look at the 2, at least for a safety, worst case. She's trying to get some cover, didn't get it. It's a thin 2, could be aggressive, but getting on the 3 ball is quite tricky. Position wise, there's not much space for threading. She might try to just keep it tight and try and play safety. Yeah, I don't blame her. Try and get this 2 all the way down the bottom rail. It's just a bit short, she could be in a bit of trouble here. She hasn't been able to hide the cue ball, so control is going to pass back to Schmidt here. She's got a great line to put that 2 on the bottom and put the cue ball either up or down table, depending which way she wants to go. Just how pacey is it is the question. It's not bad. She has got the hook. Maybe just an edge. Hard to tell. Yeah, she might just have an edge. Or she can go rail first and try and kick it from behind. That's what she tried to do, but caught the 7 on the way down. So good safety, gets ball in hand. First real chance for Schmitz here. So all the balls are pretty congested down the bottom part of the table, with the exception of the 8 ball. This could make it a little bit more straightforward, just depends on the 5. Does it go in one of the sides there? You see it's quite tight past the 10. It does obviously go in the bottom right. Don't know if it goes in the centre right pocket. Probably goes in the top right corner, so a few options. That's what she's chose, top right. Would have liked maybe just a little bit more draw on it. Still quite natural to get on the 6. Just concentrates on the pot. 6 ball will be there. Oh, lovely shot. Nicely done. Probably choose to go above the 7 here. Just play off the long rail. Playing it in the bottom left corner. Judged it really nicely. Key shot coming up. 8 ball to 9 ball. As you can see, it's available in the left centre and the bottom right, really, but possibly in the right centre as well. But I think the target will be that left centre pocket for the 9 here. While saying that, the angle, can she just naturally float this down? Top spin from the top rail and down. Let's see. Yeah, she's going the other side. I thought she was a little bit straight there, so this is a bit more tricky. So now she's close to the rail as well. It would be great if she can just roll this through, but I don't know how, if she's straight or not. There you go, she could, and she's missed it though. Yeah, I think the position from 8 to 9 was the key there. Maybe that 7 ball, trying to leave a better angle to play the 9 in the side, might have been a little bit easier. But this is tight in the side. Tester. Yeah, it was quite tight, but I think she has second prize. There you see. Don't know if there's an edge. Doesn't look like it. Maybe a jump shot if she likes to jump. If not, will have to be a kick shot. She's calling. Calling the top right, I think she said. Maybe she can get the edge. Well, she thought she could. She tried the cross bank, but that's not a bad result. She will take that. It's a thin 9 if she goes for it. No, she's playing safe, but it's a bit short. So there is a bank on. It's not a bad 9 ball. Might be worth the bank. Into the bottom right maybe. If you pull it short, you possibly could get some safety. She's playing Maybe a safety again. Not taking any risks, but she's left this in the side. The 9 looks... Not sure how thin this 9 ball is, so will the cue ball be travelling a little bit away from the 10 ball? Can she hold it? Or will she have to play it with a little bit of pace and maybe off a couple of rails? Let's see, she might like try a delicate one. Yeah, she's playing a few rails. How's the pace? This looks like a very good shot. It's not bad. Good effort from there. Nicely judged. And Volery takes the opening rack to get one on the board. Both had chances in that one. Volery came out on top. Few good safety shots. A nice kick in as well. And there you see multiple divisions going on at the same time. Under 19 boys, under 17 boys as well. And the teams has also been playing. So we've got a lot of disciplines running at the moment. We've started the 8 ball too. The 9 ball will start a little bit later. But one thing is for sure, tonight we will know who the gold medalists are in all 10 ball divisions. We already have our gold medalists in the straight pool, which are Felix Vogel and Max Benko. So let's have a look at Volery's break. That's a pretty good break. Oh, that 2 ball just got a... Wow, it looked like it was going to be a fantastic break. 2 ball got a bump, and then the 3 and the 5 came down to the 10, and then all of a sudden the 1 ball got covered, so what looked like was going to be quite a nice break. It's turned out a little bit messy. So electing for a push out. It's not difficult to hit the 1. It's just, what are you going to do? So Schmitz is not liking it, giving it back. I don't know if Volery can go off the top short rail. That might be a better option than going to the right side because the scratch is on. The scratch could be on both ways. Let's see how she plays it. Oh, she's missed the 1 and gave ball in hand. But judging how this rack looks, and that 7 ball coming down there as well makes it even more tricky. So this is not really a run out table, I would have to say. Could be worth looking for another good safety. Surprisingly missed it, especially with ball in hand. I think she was playing just down to land on the 2 and maybe play a good safety. Yeah, that's not ideal either. Don't know if she can double the 2 ball away and try and put the cue ball down table. She might have to take this bank on. Looks. Yeah. I don't blame going for that, but getting on the 3 was extra difficult. And now this little cluster of balls at the bottom is a bit of a problem. That was a great 2-ball. And it depends how aggressive you want to be, because the 3-ball is potable and you would open something up. However, she does have maybe a safety if she wants it. Just try and roll up on the 7 maybe is an option. She's playing a different shot. Well, the 8-ball's been bumped out, and this 3-ball now will be removed. But Schmitz could find herself in maybe a little bit of trouble, depending how close Volery can keep that cue ball to that stack of balls. Well, she hasn't got the cue ball into the stack, but the 8-ball might come to the rescue. That was a pretty good kick. Where's the 3 going to end up? Well, it's landed in an okay spot there because it's potable, but I don't think she can avoid the scratch, so might have to play safe here again. Has she got it? Don't think she has. So a little bit of a roll there for Schmitz. Yeah, there you see, she can make the pot. Still plenty of work to do in this. I'm not sure if she was, if that went. She was trying to play safe. Maybe it was a bit of a, from the angle, it looked like maybe it did go, but judging by how far she missed it, I don't think she was going for it. A little bump on the 7 would be nice. Wasn't able to get it. Still think it's a pretty okay hook. There is a kick from behind, maybe even a thin edge. Yeah, there was a thin edge. Where's the cue ball going? Handpad queuing over the 10. This looks like a good shot. How's the pace? Oh, what a fantastic safety. Brilliant shot. Very well judged. This is a tricky one because that 9-ball all of a sudden becomes extremely large. She does maybe have a 2 rail. Not sure if she can go above the 9. Can definitely come underside the 9, but maybe she can go above the 9. Yeah, that 9-ball was just so hard to avoid. So ball in hand. It was a good safety. Deserved the reward. And the balls are pretty nice now. Those problems have all been resolved. Key shot here though. She does want to leave the right angle on the 6 to get across for the 7. And she's decided to go to the right of the 6, which is okay. She can come back across the top of the 10. The 8-ball, sorry. She can come back across the top of the 8. A little bit thinner on the 7. She did play that 6 a little bit more wide into the pocket, so just checking the angle. It will come up table naturally, so it depends. She can use 2 rails or 1. Well, she tried the 2 rails, but due to that she maybe misaligned on the 7. The only good thing here is I think this 7, the cue ball is going into the 10. Needs to watch the scratch. Oh, she's missed it by some way. She was just trying to pot the 7 and leave the 8 in the side. So a bit of a let off for Volery here. That's a pretty good angle. I think she can just stun this up table. I don't think topspin will be the shot. She might need to stun this just to stay a little bit closer to this left side of the table. Yeah, nicely done. It's all about pace now. With the 10 ball being a little bit further to the right side of the table, I would think a little bit of left hand spin and come down to where her arm is. She didn't put any spin on it, but how's the pace? Yeah, she caught that 9 maybe a little bit thinner. She should have been a bit more left side of the table. So she's calling the bank. Whoa, what a good effort. Kind of forced into going for that really. And a bit of a outside chance here for Schmitz. Bit of pressure. Missed a couple of balls, so she will be feeling the pressure on this one. Be nice to get a rack on the board just to kind of settle her down a little bit. Yeah, I think a few misses have maybe just a bit nervous. It's big moments for these players playing in this arena, being live streamed. Just adds that extra bit of pressure, and also let's not forget it's a semi-final match, so both battling to get into that final and guaranteed silver medal. She cued that very, very nice, and gets the rack in the end. 2-0 lead. We'll quickly check on the other girls' semi-final. Linnea Halmarsrom is 2-0 up against Iris Aimberts. Still race to 5 in that one. And all the other boys' matches are relatively close. Yeah, Max Benko is leading 3-1 there at the moment. Definitely one of the favourites to pick up that gold in the 10 ball. But we focus on these girls' matches. You can keep an eye on all the scores on epbf.com website and all the matches, all the tournaments, orders of play, so you can see what's to come tomorrow and the rest of the weekend and early next week as we conclude. We still need to find out who will be the 8 ball, 9 ball and teams champions. So a dry break. Not sure if the 1 ball is visible. I don't think so. So Volery is looking for a push out. She's just trying to maybe mess the table up a little bit, make it a little bit more complicated. There's plenty of balls to hide behind. It's a pretty good shot. Good cue ball. The one ball's in a little bit of a party there. Plenty of balls around it. This makes it quite tricky to hit. I don't actually see an obvious path because the 8 ball is a problem. Don't think the bottom way, the 2 ball's in the way. Can she get round the 2 ball? This is a tricky one to hit. Oh, what a great shot. Hit it absolutely flush in the face as well, so very well judged. And if Schmitz doesn't take this one on, I think Volery could be in another snooker. She could try and nudge into the 6 ball, could be nice. Yeah. Balls are slowly opening up. Wow, what another great shot. It's 2 fantastic kick shots that she's played in this match. Of course, you call it just in case, and there's always a risk of going in and not being on anything, but another 2 real kick here. That's another well judged kick shot. She has left a shot on this too. I think she can probably just stun past the 6 as well. Possibly 2 rails. Yeah, it was a bit straighter. She couldn't really get much on it. Pressure on this 3 ball now. The 4 ball is up table. Would have been nice if she was away from the cushion, just so she could play a bit of a stop shot. Don't even know if she can play this with topspin. Maybe a touch. Yeah, I think she tried to squeeze a little bit out of that potting line. A chance here for Volery. This is potable, and the cue ball's coming back up table. Not this time, but she has got the hook. That was a pretty good hit. Yeah, I'm wondering if she can double the 3 ball away from the cushion and just follow the cue ball up behind the 9 and 10. I don't know if that angle's on. Otherwise, she might have to play like a thin edge. Yeah, it's maybe not on. She's going to try and draw it past the 7. Yeah, there's a half chance here. I think there is a path to pot the 3 and come back up table. Yeah, it was a good shot, and that little nudge on the 5 just held the cue ball enough to leave an okay angle. Yeah, that's not bad as well. So I think she was always going to have a tricky 6 ball. Might have to be just a bit of a stop shot with a little run through, maybe like a stun run through. Yeah, that's as good as she can get there. Don't know if she'll risk dropping this in. She might have to draw this back above the 9. I think dropping it in might be risky, but depends how she sees it. She's trying to play it off the 9. So a couple of good shots there, but then got herself into maybe a rack-winning moment. Just maybe trying to do too much there. Yeah, so a second chance for Schmitz here to get one on the board. Looking at these balls, they're in pretty good shapes. Oh, wow. Just try to take an easier 7 and just roll the 7 in, but would have been a more tricky 8. Yeah, I think she's okay. She can either... I don't think holding it is maybe an option. Rolling it through, pinching the pocket a little bit for the 9 in the side. Yeah, could have played that a lot softer and still been okay. Tough 9 now. That's a good pot, needs another one. Oh, what a great finish. Them last few pots were very good. So, time out there on table 1. But on the other girls' semi-final, Hjalmarstrom is 3-0 up now against Iris Schmitz. So that last rack was a little bit of a grind. It was 2-0 for quite some time. So maybe they're battling a bit of safety play. There you see the matches that are underway at the moment on table 1 and table 2, followed by the final, which will come at 8:45 local time. Pretty much an hour and a bit from now. Let's get back to Volery's break. Yeah, lost the cue ball there, straight in the side. Did make balls as well. The one ball is over the corner and the two ball is over the left corner, so have to draw down the right side of the table, I think, here. Yeah, it's a pretty good shot. Still a little bit of congestion to work through in the middle of the table. Well, kind of in between. She does take it in the top corner. It would probably have to be a 5-9 combo. She takes it in the right hand side. That's what she's playing. 5-9 combo. Would have been nice to have been straight on that 5, but she's not, so good chance of making the 9. It's just where's the 5 and the cue ball going to end up. Well, don't know if she would have been on the 5 as well. Hard to tell from this angle. No, from this angle though she can pot it, so didn't capitalise on that scratch from the break. It's all about position here and just top spin back up for the 6 in the side maybe. Oh, she totally missed across that one. Well, it was a good 6 ball, but it was a good effort on the 6 ball, but I think she's left it just a thin edge. Is the 10 ball going to be in the way? How's the pace? Oh, it's perfect. What a great chance to get on the hill here. Just needs to roll this in off the long rail. Oh, she's left it on the rail. She could have just dropped this in and drifted down table a little bit. She is pretty straight on this 9 ball. I don't know if she can run this forward off 2 rails or not. She's digging down, so she could run it a little bit. Top left corner. A little bit tricky, these ones, when you're potting into an open pocket. There you see. Just unable to get one on the board here at the moment. This is a very tough 10 ball. Volery has played some great 10 ball, great shots in these 10 ball racks. This is not an easy one. But this is to get on the hill. Oh, what a great shot that was. Excellent stuff. Little tap on the table. Gets her to 4. Racks to 0. And 1 away from getting into the final. Also on the other table, in the other girls' semi-final, Hjalmarstrom is also on 4 against Iris Hemberts. So both ladies on the hill. So breaking to stay in the match. So a dry break there. There is a shot on the 1. I think the 2 goes in the side. So depending on the angle on the 1, maybe she can pot this 1 and drift down towards where the 9 ball is. That might leave a shot in the side. Yeah, unable to make that one. Hasn't really left a shot, but maybe a safety shot here. Try and get the cue ball below all them balls. How's the pace? It's maybe a bit short, but she might still be okay. Hard to tell. From that angle, I think she can hit the 1. Whether she can pot it, we will see. The cue ball will have to come back down table for the 2. If she can pot it, that is. She was trying to bend it, I think, but at that pace, or bend it with a bit of a jump. Cue ball's travelling so fast, difficult for that spin to react. But she hasn't left the 1 on, so probably another safety here. It's a pretty good shot. She could really only hide behind the 9. There wasn't much else in terms of options there. So a kick shot from behind. Try and flick off the 1. It's a pretty good shot. Well judged. This is a tough one. Wonder if Schmitz might have to go off the very top short rail and back down here. I don't see any other option unless she can bend it, but might have to go up to the short rail and back down. A bit of a misjudgment. It was tough to hit that one, but with ball in hand, you would think getting from 1 to 2 can be a little bit easier. Gives it options. Maybe the 2 goes between the 3 and the 9. That would be a bonus. From that angle, it's going to be a very difficult shot. Even if it does go, these are very hard to judge when you're cutting back this way. Needed a bit more pace on that. I think with her being left-handed, she could have went forward quite a bit more. This would be a good shot. Wow. Oh, she nearly scratched. I think she's hooked on the 3 though. little bit self-inflicted there. She really wanted to be straight on that 2 ball, or straighter at least. Yeah, this is quite tricky to hit because the 9 ball is actually going inside. Well, that was a good hit from there, to be honest. Very hard to get it safe. Yeah, she will play the 3-10 combo. Yeah, the referee will come and respot the 10. No 10 ball combos. She's played it well because the 3's over the corner. She just need to find a path in between that 9 and the 10 possibly. She might have to use the rest. Let's play this with left hand spin. Come in between the 9 and the 10. The long reel and back up table. She's judged it well. Judged it very well. A little bit close to the reel, but she has a little bit of angle. And the 5 ball is on the right side of the table, so you can just stun this down table. Would it be nice to be a little bit closer? Needs a bit of a draw shot here because the 7 ball poses a little bit of a problem. Just because if she's a little bit short on pace, she could hook herself. If she is drawing back, she needs to put a bit of a stroke on this. Yeah, that was the danger. That was always going to be the danger. This is not nice. There is a 1 reel kick. Calling the side just in case. Looks to be a bit high there. It was a good hit. Not a bad outcome. 6 ball is potable. And the 7 does go on the bottom right, so if Volery can make this 6 ball, you would think she'd have a shot on the 7. She'd like to cut this one in thin and not thick, just to get the cue ball moving a little bit. Yeah, she did catch it thin, but just a bit too thin. So another chance for Schmitz here to try and get 1 on the board. Yeah, she's just struggling at the moment. Big moments. 4-0 down in the semi-finals as well. I think she's pointing at something, I'm not sure. Oh, she's calling the corner. So Schmitz did get a bit of a roll. It's hooked on the hooked on the 6. That was a good hit. Where's the 6 going to end up? It's going to end up pretty nice. Looking at the angle, does the 8 ball come into play here? Not sure. It's definitely going that way. Well, she could avoid it, but it's a little bit pacey. Unless the 7 goes in the bottom left, and I don't think it does. So needs to get a safety shot, maybe behind the 10. Maybe not exactly how she played it, but it's not a bad result. Calling the corner, going to go up table, back down. Yeah, the 7 ball plays pretty big in terms of making contact, just because of the angle she's coming in. It just depends how it lines up. It's a pretty good hit. Not a terrible outcome. Test her on the 7 if she wants to go for it. This looks good. Nice little bump on the 10. And Schmitz has been rolling the balls in relatively soft, so she can drop this in soft pace, and she should have a shot on the 9. Has to be soft. She's trying to play with pace. Is she going to get there? Is she going to get there? I think she has. I think she can get there. It's with the rest, but so this 10 ball to get 1 on the board. Yeah, nicely done. And gets 1 back. 4 racks to 1, hanging in this match, battling through. Update on the other girls' semi-final match. I do believe Iris Imbeard's got 1 back. She's also at 4-1. It's been 4-1 for a little while, so they must be playing the rack as we speak. You see on table 1 as well. Jakubus Slanserves 4-1 up against Lenny Oresto from Finland. So he's also getting close to the finish line there. Race to 7 in the under-19s. Walter Leikier is 5-1 up against Marcus Schlindler. And Max Benko's already won, and he's through to the final. So these matches are slowly and surely coming to conclusion. But this one is not over yet. And it's not over until that 10 ball goes down from the winner. It's not a bad break. It's actually a pretty okay break as well, especially if that 4 goes in the side. So the 1, the 3, and the 4, 5, and 6 are all pretty much together. The 8's a problem for me. But first, Volery needs to manage these few balls down the bottom of the table. That was a bit of a chance there. Missed. So this is a tough one to get back for the 3. Is she going to get past the 4? No. There's a cue ball going. Yeah. So ball in hand. 8 ball's still the problem for me. Of course, there's other balls to maneuver through first, but that 8 ball, there is an 8-10 combo, and the 8 obviously does go in the corner, but just where the 7 ball is, it makes it a little bit more tricky. So we're trying to keep it just simple. She can't just roll this 4 ball in. Probably she'll play the 5 in the side, either side, however she feels. Yeah, nicely judged. If she stuns this over to the left side cushion, needs to be careful she doesn't leave it straight. She's lost a cue ball here. This is a tricky safety as well. She might just have to play thin off the edge and come back to where she's standing. Don't know if she can get the cue ball down table. Maybe just. Referee watching carefully. Well, she was okay. 6 ball is potable. Not straightforward, but is potable. Missed there, but not really left anything easy for Schmitz. Do feel she's going to take it on though. She should be on the 7. Oh, what a fantastic 6 ball that is. That'll make her feel $1 million. It was a great shot. And she has got a nice angle, to be honest, on this 7. If she wants to play the 8-10 combo, maybe that's the safer option. But she could go down the left side of the table. She's not even thinking about that. Already made her mind up. Again, would have been nice to have been straight on this. This is a little bit more tricky when you're away from it. Well, she can get through for this 8 ball. This could be the chance that Volery was waiting for. Nice angle here just to run through with a little bit of side. One more good shot. She played it very well. Nice and straight on this 10 ball. This is to get into the final. Nicely done. Gets over the line there. Battled hard, Schmitz. Tough, some great shots by both players. But Volery makes it into the girls' final. And she will be playing Linnea Hjalmarström from Sweden, who comes through 5-2 from the young Dutch player Iris Himbert. She managed to get 2 back in that match, but I'm sure she'll be delighted with a bronze medal there, same as Schmidt. Well done to both players, and we look forward to the final coming up in at 8:45 local time. I've been Graham Hickman, but we will be back for the final. Hopefully you can join us then. Bye for now.